Hello, everybody out there in Grommet Live Land. It is your host, Marcy McKenna, and I am very excited to be here tonight for the second night in a row. We did a Grommet Live last night where we introduced you to how many? About 7 brand new product launches on Grommet. That was a ton of fun, and you can always watch the replay if you missed that. But tonight is all about Mother's Day. So if you are on here and you are a mother, I want to see you inside the chat because let's see, just let me know if you're a mom inside the chat because I'm going to be asking you some mom questions throughout this show. And if you have been here before, you guys know that I love the chat. And I hope you guys love the chat because when it comes to live shopping, if you've never done live shopping before, I will tell you that it really is the chat that makes this so much fun because that's where you guys get to ask questions. That's where you guys get to kind of virtually high five the makers and the inventors of these awesome products that I'm going to show you today. And let me tell you, coming up, going through the entire Grommet website, I think 2 nights in a row I did it. I wanted to see every single product. I don't know the exact number now, but I know it's right around 1,000 products now that are on Grommet. They launch 20 to 25 every week, and I get so excited. I don't know if you guys do as well. Let me know. But on Thursdays, they send out that email, and it's 20 to 25 brand new products. And I love going through each one because they're always so clever, so unique, things I've never seen before. So I love doing that. And then if you're not familiar, what you want to do at that point is you want to upvote because what you're doing is basically kind of giving, as I said, sort of a virtual high five to the maker, letting them know that you love what they've created. So it means a lot to them. But what you get is you get 20% coupon or 20% discount for that product. And that if you upvote, you don't have to necessarily buy it right then and there or even ever, but that 20% will go into a folder that you can access whenever you want. And I love my folder because it ends up being sort of like a catalog of my wish list, so to speak. Oh my goodness, we have Carolyn in the chat. I'm so happy you are here. This is somebody I met last weekend at the Women Inventors Conference in Coronado, which was so much fun. I talked about that last night, so I won't go into it too much, but I know some of the women inventors have been jumping on here, so it's so exciting to see you. And let's see here. We've got Plant Warrior in the house. I'm such a fan of Plant Warrior products. I can't wait to show you guys if you haven't seen them before. I will tell you I have featured them before because I do love them so much. I think they're a phenomenal Mother's Day gift. So I'll be very excited to show you that. So Tanya, thank you so much for being here. So I love already that you guys have got the chat going. That's awesome. And oh my gosh, I'm seeing we have foxgloves in the house. Yay. Another one of my favorite products. I say I'm a huge gardener. I'm a terrible gardener, if I'm being honest, but I do love it. It is my thing on the weekends, and I just can't wait to carve out time to go outside. And it's not that I have this big, giant garden by any stretch of the imagination. It's sort of a little area. We live on a little island, and so it's not big, which I like because not a whole lot to manage, but it is just it just feeds my soul in such a great way. And so these 2 products, I'm so glad you guys are in here because they make my life so much easier. So thank you. And I think is Leanna in here? We've got Alexis, who is another one of our makers. Yay. We've got Clue Coffee. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So I have to tell you guys, it was difficult going through all these products and choosing the ones that I thought would be the best Mother's Day gifts. And as I'm looking around at all of them, we have a lot of them, I will tell you that. One of the things I love about what I've selected, and it was kind of by accident, is that they're all so different. They all are in all different kinds of categories. So whatever kind of mom you are buying for, or grandmother, or sister-in-law, or whatever it is, there's something here that you are going to love. And do not hesitate to buy yourself a little Mother's Day gift. I think we kind of deserve that every now and then. So definitely take a look at these for that as well. And the other thing that kind of happened by accident was I thought, how do I want to put these in order? Because I do know we have an hour together and I know we need to move through these kind of quickly. And I realized that everything that I've chosen is kind of like what I do throughout my day. So I thought, I talked to the producer, Jen, and I said, can we just put these in order for what I would use throughout my day from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed? So that is what we are going to do. So it's going to be really, really fun. And all of these are products that I'm using and loving genuinely, authentically. So I am so excited to share all of them with you. couple little housekeeping items. Jen, you read my mind. I was just going to say one of my favorite things, and I know we've got some new people here tonight, so I want to make sure to mention this. I love that we give away 2 of the products that we're featuring every single time we do a Grommet Live. So we do one at about the halfway point, and then we do another one at the very end. So how do you enter? You enter right there with that QR code. You're just going to get your phone out, take a picture of the QR code, and you are officially entered. Well, you've got to enter your email address so we can get in touch with you if you are the winner. And that's it. But because you are on here live and you are inside the chat, we've got Sarah Dillingham here too, another one of my favorite women inventors that I got to be with at the conference. So thank you for being here, Sarah. And we're featuring her product today too. But if you want to double your chances of winning, definitely go inside the chat. All you have to say is one word. I'm going to make it really simple. Just say the word giveaway. Or, because today's Mother's Day, if you're a mom, say I'm a mom. And Jen is going to give you a second chance if you say giveaway or I'm a mom. It's all about moms today. So we're going to be giving away 2 awesome prizes. So you definitely want to get in on that. Oh my gosh, we've got the affirmation pages in the house. Everyone's here. I think we have all of our makers here. So you guys, if you're not one of the makers, this is your chance to ask them questions. How did they do this? Maybe you just have questions about the features of it, or who knows what it is. It could be anything, as long as you keep it, not no bad words. How about that? Carolyn says she's a mom. We've got to double her chances. Leanna's here. Leanna was one of the big winners last night. She's been a big winner all week long. She was at the Women Inventors Conference, and she and her product took home 2 big prizes. And then last night she won one of our Soul Blade knives, which is, Leanna, you are going to love this knife. I can't wait to hear what you think of it. It's incredible. So you guys, we are going to get started because we have a lot of ground to cover. Okay, I am going to start with a product that actually, this is a company. It's called, let me get the QR code up here. I hope I pronounced it right. I always have trouble pronouncing one because we do everything online. I never get to hear people say the words anymore. So it is Cosmo Home. And Greg and I, who is my co-host here, usually, we have featured their products a couple times. He and I are both huge fans of their products. So what you're seeing right there, that is the silk infused robe. Now, this is a robe, and I was about to start to say the first product we featured was actually a towel. And the reason I wanted to start with that is just to mention that it is the same material that's used on the towel, on the robe that I'm about to show you. And then they also have a throw blanket that's on the grommet now too. Now, as you're seeing right there in the QR code, if you are new here, you're going to see that QR code represents 20% off. So when you're looking at these things that are a little bit more expensive, that kind of goes a long way. But don't be shy with the QR codes, because you're not committing to buy when you click that QR code. You're just saying, I love that product, and that's great. And then you do get that 20% off if you want it, but really you're just giving them a thumbs up, which can't hurt anything. So it's Grommet loves it, the makers love it, and then you'll love your 20%. But the reason I wanted to hit on the towel is because why they came up with this material, and I'm going to show it to you up close. It's kind of hard because it's dark, I know. I'm going to have Jen run a little video to show you. This is called a 4D waffle, and this is their proprietary material. And it's really quite brilliant because you're seeing it right there. The idea behind this waffle is that it quickly absorbs water. It's a very deep waffle weave, much deeper than you're typically used to seeing. So it pulls the water away from you very quickly, but it's also designed to dry very quickly. So they wanted to solve what they called towel dilemma, meaning that when you think of a towel, we all want those big, plush, fluffy towels. But the downside to that is that it takes so long for those to dry. So it does absorb water and it feels so good to be in a plush towel, but it's days before they get dry. So then the other side to that is that we can do one of those fast drying towels, but they're so thin and so lightweight that there's no comfort to it at all. So they came up with a way to have that ultra plush, ultra cushy towel experience, and yet it dries very, very quickly. So it dries twice as fast as a typical very plush towel does. And this waffle weave, like with this robe, there is 9,800 waffles in this one robe. So when you put it on, I mean, when I got sent it, it was a little cooler at the time, and I could not wait to just bundle up in this thing because it is so fluffy. It's got a hood. This is the most sort of luxury, sort of a five-star spa kind of a robe that I've ever experienced. And I've been to a few spas in my day, and even those do not compare to this. So ultra thick, comfy, but yet very breathable because of that waffle weave. So it's not overpowering not too warm if I'm saying that correctly, but it's got the hood. It's got very deep pockets, which I like because I am someone that going around the house, I like to have my phone with me. I like to have lots of little things with me. And so I really appreciate those extra deep pockets. It's also got these snap buttons that are just, again, so luxe. So instead of doing, most robes don't even have buttons. This has these snap buttons that are really, really high quality. It's hard to show you with this navy blue, but I really do love the navy. But this is that gift to me. If you have a mom who loves being cozy, who loves sort of that slice of luxury in her day, this is the gift. And yes, I'm showing you the navy blue, but it also comes, I know, in white, and it comes in a really pretty, rich, kind of sophisticated gray. So this is such a wonderful gift. It's really hard to describe in live shopping. You got to put it on. You've got to feel it. And that absorbency, like I said, if you're getting out of the shower, if you're getting out of the pool or the bath, it quickly pulls that moisture away from you, keeping you dry. It absorbs it, and then it dries. It's very, if you go on their website, you can see the technology and the science behind it. It's really pretty interesting and just very, very brilliant. So I was excited because when I think of giving a gift to a mom, I think it should be that sort of little slice of luxury, and this definitely gives that. It is that definite high-end hotel spa robe that she deserves. And with that 20% off, bringing it down to just $105, it feels like it's a $250 robe all day long. It's that nice. So I was very excited to show this. What do you guys, okay, I'm looking in the chat. We've got a lot of chat going on. Looks beautiful. Love the color. It's a very deep, deep navy. Really, really pretty. And yes, Tamala, it is very cozy, but then, it's that waffle weave that in the summer, because it's light, even though it's kind of thick and plush, it's very light and breathable. So it works well for both summer and winter. It's interesting because I've never experienced anything quite like it in terms of towel, robe, blanket, anything. So it's very, very special. And I'm not surprised Grommet has it on here. Let's see. Yo is in the house. We've got Beth in here. Oh, you guys, I'm so happy you're here. Okay, let's keep going. So after I put my robe on in the morning, and I am a mom, I have 3 kids, and I have a mom, and I tried to get her, she has a little bit of trouble getting on these, but I'm hoping she makes her way on at some point. So this is fun. I do have 3 kids, and I always look forward to Mother's Day. Not that I want anything necessarily big, but it's kind of nice to have a day that's all about us every once in a while. So when I was thinking through all of these gifts, I was thinking, this kind of makes a perfect day for me, each one of these. So the next one, I have my robe on, I go downstairs, and what do we all like to do right when we wake up in the morning? We got to have a really special cup of coffee. And this, again, is a product we have featured before, but I fell so in love with it that I wanted to bring it back. And again, this is one of those products that's really special, and it's so giftable. But this is a company called Clue Coffee. I just cannot stress enough what an incredible job they have done with their branding, with their packaging. Every little detail of this product is incredible. So I just wanted to show it to you the way I receive it. It comes to you. Now, this is single origin craft coffee. So let me just start with that. And it was created actually by a mom-daughter team, and I love that. It's Mariella is the mom and Claudia is the daughter. And they think of themselves as coffee sommeliers is the word they use, which I think is fabulous. But they wanted to create a really premium, very special, exquisite coffee experience. And so they learned how to actually roast it themselves. So they actually do roast it, small batch roasting in Los Angeles, which is where they are. And so it's hand brewed, and it comes to you delivered refrigerated. And I'm showing you the individual right now. It's right here. So really pretty, even just the silver, I mean, the top, again, the branding is just so pretty. And these bottles are stunning. Like, don't throw these away. You want to use these for lotions or something after because they're so, so pretty. But it does come in a box with all kinds of ice packed in there. And you open it up, and then you'll find this drawstring bag right here. Inside the drawstring bag, not only do you get 4 of these, so this is the tasting set. So again, it's single origin coffee. So each one represents a different origin. Let's see what they all are. We've got Colombia, we've got Ethiopia, we've got Guatemala, and Kenya. And so what is so brilliant is that it also comes with this envelope, and inside the envelope right here, again, just so beautifully done. And then inside the envelope is this wheel that tells you about each region of that the coffee comes from. So I can turn the wheel to, let's say, Ethiopia, and it tells me what the flavors are, the flavor profile I'm going to get from that particular one of these. So that would be peach, jasmine, and wild berry. It talks about the acidity, the sweetness, the brightness. So I'm really learning. So it's a whole sort of experience when you get Clue coffee. And so when I think of gifting, so what I did when I got my first batch, I got the 4, and I split them into 4 different gifts because each one is such a pretty, beautiful, I mean, from a hostess gift to a birthday gift to just a special, special treat for someone to receive. And so you can do it that way, or you can give them the whole set and they can really, go to town tasting all the different flavor profiles and using this wheel right there, where again, so then I'll go to Kenya. And Kenya, the emerging flavors are grapefruit, which is my favorite, and lemongrass. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've had Kenya yet. I've got to try this one. Grapefruit, lemongrass, and dark chocolate. Who loves dark chocolate as much as I do, especially dark chocolate and coffee? And then again, it tells you the acidity, the sweetness, all of that. How cool is that? Just it's so well done. And it comes with this little brochure that tells you even more. And so it really is such a learning experience. And yes, it's for coffee. So the other thing it comes with is, look at this. It comes with this little shot glass in there. So you know exactly how much to put in. And so what you're going to do is, it's so simple to make this premium, like exquisite cup of coffee. All you do is put a shot of whichever kind you're going to flavor that you're interested in tasting, and you put that into either milk or water. And that's it. And then you're just going to mix it. Obviously heated, if you want heated, or you can do cool or cold coffee, iced coffee. And I did learn as I was doing research that from their website, they have a lot of cool tips and things about coffees, but that when you have iced coffee versus hot coffee, it really is a completely different flavor profile. So it's kind of fun to try them both for each one of them. But so yes, you can create that perfect cup of coffee. But then I think even beyond that, because it is just so special, I was thinking of, sort of coffee cocktails, espresso martinis that you could make with them, or desserts and pour a little bit on top of ice cream. I mean, you could go on, and so fun to entertain with. You could do a little coffee bar and have all the different flavors up there and have the wheel up there for people to try out. So it just, it's just such a special way to start a morning. And to me, this is something that people might not buy for themselves. They might not think to do that, but what a special gift to give. And so I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I'm curious if anyone has tried it before. If you have, I'm sure you are a huge fan. But to me, it's one of the best gifts that you can give someone, because who doesn't love an amazing cup of coffee? And I think I just saw some. Yep. Beth says she cannot live without her morning coffee. Coffee lovers over here. We got honeydew sleep in the house. Yay. And I got to tell you guys, one special treat is we are having one of the makers on live at the end of the show. I'm really excited to have them on, and that is honeydew sleep. So you don't want to miss that. So definitely stay on for that. Great for road trips. Absolutely. Great idea. Yes, perfection. I mean, it is so good, you guys. I want everyone to try it. So I don't know. You've got to try it. But I think I should know this, so I apologize that I don't. But I know Clue Coffee's in the house, so you guys can probably let us know. Can we buy them individually, or does it only come in the 4-pack? Because I've only bought the tasting kit. So let me know how that works, which I highly recommend, especially if you're just starting. Highly recommend doing the tasting kit. because you do want to try them all and figure out which, what's the one that you love. And then the other thing I did want to mention is, so you're doing the one shot with the water or the milk. When you get this, you want to take it out of the box and put it right into the refrigerator, and it's going to stay good in the refrigerator unopened, or once you open it, it's good for about 2 to 3 weeks after that. So that's something that's important to note. And then the tasting set comes, now again, I'm going to ask Clue. Yes, you can buy them individually. Thank you guys for that. 8-ounce bottle, so it's bigger. Okay, got it. So the bottle makes 12 cups. So is it the bigger bottle that makes 12 cups? Because I was just going to say, I saw that the tasting set is 20 cups. So does that mean each one of the bottles is 5 cups? Do I have that right? Because I'm sure people want to know how that works. I think that's about right when I'm thinking of when I'm making it. I do think that's about right. So anyway, let us know on that. Any other questions for Clue? You've got them in here. Now, do we have both of you in the house? Is it Claudia? Is it Mariella? Thank you guys for being here, by the way. My husband would love to try that coffee. It sounds great. It is great. Major thumbs up from me, that's for sure. Individual bottle is bigger and makes 12 cups. Okay, the tasting has 4 bottles, each making 5 cups. Okay, so the whole kit that I just showed you is going to make 20 cups. So if you're splitting it up and you're going to gift just one of these, you're gifting someone 4 cups of very premium coffee. Oh, Claudia's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. I am such a fan. I know you know that, but I have to tell you again. And if you are a fan, if you think this is amazing, please give them an upvote. Just take out your phone and you're going to just take a picture of that QR code. And again, that doesn't mean you're committing to buying it at all, but you're getting the 20% if and when you want to buy it. So it's just a win-win all the way around. And we've got Carolyn giving you 200 stars. How about that? You love it. And Alexis, who again is another one of our makers, is in here and she's loving this. Fantastic, you guys. All right, so while I'm having my exquisite premium cup of Clue coffee, I love to I'm so happy so many of our women inventors are here from the conference this weekend, because we talked about this subject at the conference and it's one of my favorite subjects. I didn't chime in because I think the subject ended before I had a chance to, but what I would have said if I chimed in, I'll tell you in just a second. So the subject that I want to mention is that the idea of affirmations, of living in gratitude, and whether you start your day in gratitude or you finish your day in gratitude, what an incredible difference it can make in your day, in your year, in your life. And so many times I'm someone who I have had a gratitude journal for years that is the 5-minute. Many of you have probably heard of that, the 5-minute gratitude journal. And so many times I've started it and then I for whatever reason, I veer off and stop doing it, not on purpose, but I just forget. And I find myself in a funk. And then I remind myself that I haven't been doing that. And when I go back to it, it is just amazing how it changes my day, how it empowers me, how it makes me show up as the very best version of myself for the rest of the day. So what I was going to say that I would have chimed in on is, I know everyone was talking about how they like to end their day thinking about all the things that they're grateful for. I kind of do the opposite. For me, it's when I'm having my coffee in the morning, I like to start my day like that, because for me, it really sets the tone. So many times I think we get up and we're having coffee and it becomes this stressful moment because you're thinking of all the things that you've got to get done and all the bills to pay and all the, never enough time in the day. And that's where we end up going off the tracks, off the rails. But if instead we take a breath and we pull out an affirmation journal. And when I discovered this one through Grommet, first of all, I think it's so beautiful. I'm such a big fan of this color. First of all, the Kelly green is gorgeous. And it is that fabric and it's got the gold foil printing in it. So again, such a pretty, beautiful, thoughtful gift to give. But when I discovered it and started going through it, and there's a whole methodology to this one. It's actually a patent pending, I believe, methodology that she's created. So really, like in the beginning, it does give you instructions for how to use her methodology. And it really, when I started doing it, I started it when I was traveling, which was just last week. And I was just reminded of how important that is in our lives and how it changes everything. when we start our day, or in my situation where I start my day in gratitude. It makes everything seem a little more achievable, and everything's a little brighter, and possibilities open up, and it just puts me in a good place. And I'm sure many of you have had experience like that. I just love that Grommet is offering this really thoughtfully designed. I do like my 5 minute, I'm not going to lie, I do like it, but it's very simple and very not a lot of guided gratitude and affirmations. This one is a lot more thoughtfully done. And with that Grommet discount, it is $28. It's worth every penny and then some. And I was so excited to bring this on because I do think it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give someone, whether they are someone that already does that or whether there's someone that could really use that in their life. I think it's a really thoughtful gift, and not just for Mother's Day, but for me, this is one of those kind of gifts that you have several of them on hand, because I think it's a great gift for anyone and everyone, and it is so thoughtful. And you can maybe write something nice in the opening page and just put a bow on it and call it a day. And Summer Mind, this is created by Summer Mind. I should have said that. I'm so sorry. And they are in here. Thank you for sharing your experience with gratitude, Marcy. Absolutely. I'm such a believer in that. So authentically a believer in that. I cannot tell you. Sarah Dillingham, taking time to acknowledge gratitude is such a powerful practice, especially when we are all so busy. You can say that again. I mean, I think we are all busier than ever because of technology. It's like we're expected to do so much more because we can, with all of these tools that we're being given. So it's even that much more important to slow down for ourselves, have that special cup of coffee, write in our journal, and then take on the day. And that's how I love to start my day. And sometimes, like I said, I get off track and I don't do it, and I find myself just feeling like, ooh. So this got me right back to it. So thank you, Summer Mind, for creating it. Thank you so much. And you did a beautiful job. You really did. And there's some really wonderful affirmations. And like I said, it's all guided and there's a whole methodology to it. You're going to love it. This is one that definitely give a gift to yourself. Give upvote them, because to me, this is something that we need to spread the word. We need everybody to be doing this, and what a better place we would be living in if they did. So very special gift for ourselves and for everybody else. Wow, I was just talking to this is from Alexis, just talking to my friend about something exactly like this. Definitely need to buy for both of us. I feel it's a good way to go on with our day, with your day. Yep, absolutely. And let's see, Summer Mind is saying she's grateful for all the mothers out there. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, so grateful. So I'm grateful for all of you guys for being here with us too. Thank you so much. Okay, we are moving on to the next product. So now, after I've had my cup of coffee and my robe and done my affirmations, now it's time to get ready for the day. And so then I go take my shower. And when I do that, this is a new product for me, but I've been using it for about 4 days now, I will say. I am in love with this entire product line. I am so spoiled with my job, I have to say. Being host of Grommet Live, I get to try out so many incredible products. And Grommet, I have to kudos to you guys for curating so many incredible products, because every single one, almost everyone that I get sent, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite. No, this one's my favorite. So, and then I get to share it with all of you guys. So this is no different, let me tell you. So this is by a company called Iota, and the founder herself, her name is Monique. I'm not sure if Monique is in the house or not. Not sure if she's here. She may not be. But when I discovered this on Grommet, then I went and looked at the website. She's done such a beautiful job. And I had to try it because there were things about the different fruits and vitamins and things that she puts in her products that she is speaking my language. I will tell you, the scent, it comes from a Italian orchard, mandarin oranges. Like, to me, that is just heavenly. So that was what grabbed me. And so then I was excited. I thought Mother's Day gifting, like all of these items would be so incredible. So yes, they are harvested in a mandarin orchard in Italy. And when you smell it, this is the body wash. So I'm going to start with that. It's a super vitamin body wash. And this one is brightening. They have 3 different kinds, but the brightening is the one that really spoke to me. Oh my gosh, it just the citrus and actual mandarin orange rind is in here, and that's what I'm smelling. Oh, it just smells so good. You feel like you are in a villa when you're taking your shower in Italy on the Amalfi Coast somewhere, very fancy. So just the scent of it, again, it's like that slice of luxury that we can give ourselves when we need it most. Just starting your day with that is incredible. But the fruit that you're gonna the what did she call them? Fruit enzymes. I don't know all the fancy terminology, but what I will tell you is in here is yuzu. It is the mandarin orange. It is mango. It is pineapple. There's 20 different super fruits and vitamins, and then there is um, niacinamide. I know that that ingredient well because it is the brightening ingredient, niacinamide. What I found really interesting about this body wash and about all of her products is her products are made for the body, but she makes them to be face grade level ingredients. So I was telling Jen, our producer, the other day, I love these products so much on my body that I'm now using them on my face. I don't think that that's what she intended, but they feel so luxurious. And when I read, I go through each ingredient. They're all the ingredients that I love for my face. I'm thinking, why does it just have to be for my body? So I'm going to show you the serum in a second because I've now started using the serum on my face and loving it. So it does have the niacinamide. It has the oh gosh, what's the other one that I love? Oh, the hyaluronic acid I love because that is the ingredient that helps plump fine lines. It helps seal in hydration. So when you're showering and you're getting that moisture on your body, and then you have the hyaluronic acid to kind of seal that in, brilliant. So this I love. I find that my skin just feels just kind of silky smooth. It is so different than using a regular soap in the shower. So different, worlds apart. You get out and your skin feels a little tighter. Um, uh, it looks a little more kind of glowing and radiant, and then it just feels silky smooth. But then step number two, the other one I wanted to show you, because I think for Mother's Day, doing the duo is, depending on how much you want to spend, is like such a special treat. So the next one is, it's called Super Cloud Body Serum. Now, this one I love because it's a little lighter than a typical moisturizer or lotion, but yet it is packed with ingredients that make it more powerful than a lotion or moisturizer. So this is the one I was saying that it feels so good on my skin. I'm just going to pump a little bit out right there to show you. And it looks so, it makes my décolletage just kind of glow. It's so pretty. And it just feels so good. So that's why I wanted to try it on my face. And I did, and I fell in love with it. So I'm doing double duty with it. So this is, again, just pure luxury for sure, but yet priced right. It's not one of those ultra expensive beauty products at all. And this is a nice size. This is, does it tell me? This is 5 fluid ounces, but I think this is going to last, I've only been using it for 4 days, but it's going to last quite a while. So it smells wonderful. This one has the copper, which is for the collagen support. And let's see, it's got the hyaluronic acid also for the enhanced hydration. Oh gosh, what else? The niacinamide for the radiance. And it's all those things that you'll see right away. You really will. And I love the packaging. So from a gifting standpoint, I think it's just, what if you did these together in a little gift basket? Anyway, I love these. She also sent me a matcha lotion that's to die for. And that's my third step. That's what I do after I do this. You don't have to do all of them. You could just do one of them, but I wanted to just mention all of them because I'm loving them so much. Let's see. Okay. We are going to move on unless anybody has any questions on that. Love receiving skincare products, ingredients, definitely quality product. Absolutely. The serums on the face are incredible. I know Josie's saying serums on the face are incredible. I have to say, I was so excited to try that because I do love serums on my face. And I never thought of a serum for the body. And so I thought that was so interesting. And her whole philosophy, the creator, Monique, is she wanted to look at skincare through a whole different lens, to have it be more preventative as opposed to, it seems like beauty products are all about fixing what happened over the years, fixing the lines, she wanted to instead balance what she calls the skin microbe. And by putting all of these super fruits and vitamins and things like that in it. That's what she's doing. So she sees it as sort of a wellness essential, almost like sleep, like as one of the pillars of wellness for us is sleep. She sees balancing the microbe as being another pillar for wellness, but wellness in our skin. So I think it's really interesting, her whole philosophy on it, and it seems to be working because it is all the rage. I know Allure magazine just voted them best of beauty, and that was 2023. They got best of beauty, so that's a pretty big award. And I think two of their products won that. In fact, I think it is these two that won. So definitely worth trying out, guys. You will love it. And with that 20% off, it's really affordable and will last quite a while. I can't tell you exactly how long because I haven't used it that long, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, we are going to keep going. The smell of citrus is so refreshing. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. You have to get the body wash because when you're in the shower, it just wakes you up. It is refreshing, and you do. Again, you feel like you're in a fancy day spa. It's wonderful in Italy on the Amalfi Coast. All you need is an Aperol spritz to go with that when you get out of the shower. Okay, after I get out of the shower, what do I do next? Oh, this one. Now, I'll say this is not something I necessarily do, but I discovered this product, and this is someone who is inside the chat, and she is a part of our Women Inventors Club. And I had the incredible pleasure of getting to meet her and spend quite a bit of time with her this weekend at the Women Inventors Conference because we took Ubers together back and forth. And so it was so wonderful. She has a heart of gold, is such a dear soul, and has the most incredible accent. I wish you guys could hear her. And I know some of you have heard her because I had her on as a guest not too long ago. But it is Sarah Dillingham, and Sarah has a company that she created called Grace and Able. And let me just tell you, if you have never heard of it, she is blowing up. You are going to hear of it because it is all the rage everywhere. And what she's doing is so incredible. And her product is so life-changing for so many people. And I think many, many moms out there are dealing with the problem that her product helps, and that is arthritis. And she created this product for her own arthritis, and she shared a lot about that with me this past weekend. And so I really appreciated her opening up. So thank you, Sarah, for that and sharing what that's really like to go through that and the pain that's associated with that. I know a lot of people, including my mom, that have arthritis, that it's not terrible, but some it's so terrible and so debilitating. And we all have our hobbies that we love to do. And when you have that kind of arthritis, it's a no-go. But Sarah created her compression gloves, and I've got a whole bunch of them here. I love all the colors. What she's basically done is when we think of compression gloves, it just sounds so not cool and not sexy and all of that. Who wants to wear compression gloves? But what she did is she turned that upside down, and she made them cool and made them sexy and made them beautiful. And it all started actually on her wedding day. And she wanted to be able to enjoy herself and have that first dance in comfort. And so she took a pair of compression gloves and she put some pearls and some embellishments on them to make them as pretty as the dress she was wearing. And she got to have a wonderful wedding day because she had those gloves on and she wore them with pride. And then after that, she put those photos up on the internet, or people saw them. And so many people that have arthritis were saying, I want to get some like that. Where'd you get those? And there the light bulb went off, and she hasn't looked back. And she partnered up. So she definitely has pretty severe arthritis, and she is partnered up with a hand therapist. So it's kind of that perfect marriage. They're not married, but perfect marriage of the two people necessary to create a product and a company that can just do incredible things. And they partnered with the Arthritis Foundation and various other foundations. But I have to announce, I hope, Sarah, am I allowed to announce this? I think I am. Yes, because we got to get people to watch. So I'm going to announce it. Sarah shared with me some really exciting news in one of our Uber trips, and that was that her product is going to be on The View. Drum roll. How exciting is that? May 10th. And Sarah, I put it in my phone as 8:50. Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to say it? Scratch that. Shoot, I should have waited. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, we're going to talk about something else. Let's talk about the gloves. So I will say this is the one that you're seeing there with the QR code. This is the most popular color. I do know that. And what these are, when you put them on, I can definitely appreciate it. I have a bad knee, and so I wear a compression brace on my knee sometimes. And oh my God, I can't, when my knee is acting up, I can't wait to put it on because it just gives me such relief and it reduces the swelling and it hugs my knee. And so when I saw these and I was thinking of all the people I know that have arthritis and I put them on, I thought, and I think that is her tagline. Um, I thought these absolutely are just such a sort of a gentle, not too much compression. They are a gentle hug for your hands, for your joints, your knuckles, whatever it is that's hurting you. So it just gives you that incredible relief that you need to be able to go about your day. And I love that she did the open fingers because you can still type on the keyboard. You can still knit if you're a knitter or crafting or whatever it is that you do. You go about your day in comfort when you have these on. And I read so many reviews. The reviews are off the charts from every single person that writes one. And so many of them talk about that they sleep with them and what a relief it is to wake up and not have them so swollen and not have them stiff and aching. So, I mean, I have to say that these compression gloves, Grace and Able, is just such a gift to so many people. It really, she is changing lives and making life so much better for so many people. I want to show you some of the other colors because they're so pretty. And I love Sarah reaches out to her customers and asks them what colors they want. So I think that is so cool. And so many of these are inspired by her actual customers. This turquoise is so pretty. So that whole idea that she's taken something that is, not so fancy or not so exciting and made them vibrant and exciting and made them something that you're proud to wear and excited to wear. It's so great. Honeydew Sleep saying, I definitely need these for my mama. Actually, both of our mamas could use a pair, she says. Yeah, these are, if you know anybody that has any sort of pain in their hands, and it doesn't have to be arthritis, it could be carpal tunnel syndrome, it could be any kind of pain. These are just a gift. And they're so pretty and so fun. And if you go to her website, I think you've got, how many different colors do you have now? 8 colors, I think. Their size, they go from extra small all the way up to extra large. And I believe, Sarah, if I'm right, yeah, she says her customers vote on all her new colors. I think you want to go, you want it to be up a size. Am I right? You don't want it to be too tight. You just want that gentle hug. So, and they are cotton stretch. They're breathable. So it's not too constricting. Like I said, you definitely can go about your day with these on. So if you like what Sarah is doing, I definitely like what Sarah's doing, then please do give her an upvote and get that 20%. And I mean, it's under $16 for a pair of these. Again, what a wonderful gift. What a wonderful and affordable and thoughtful gift to give someone. So let her know that you like what she's doing by giving her an upvote, letting her know inside the chat. Let's see, if I'm in doubt, size up. Okay, so size up rather than sizing down. I think some people might think with compression you should size down. So I wanted to point that out. Very important to protect our ailing hands, especially when you have a lot of repetitive motion tasks in your world. Now that is coming from someone who created a knitting product. So I'll be very excited to show you that. But Sarah, well done. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, so wonderful to finally have the chance to meet you in person this weekend. Thank you for that. Okay, we are going to move on. I could go on and on about every single one of these products. Now, if you are a gardener and you like it as much as I do, or you have a mom or a grandmother or a sister or a friend or anyone who loves to garden, you are going to love this company. If you don't already know about this company, it's a big, everybody at the Grommet are huge fans of Fox gloves. And I do believe Foxgloves is in the house. If I think I saw Harriet's in here. Harriet is the one who created the company Foxgloves. I'm going to be showing you 2 products that I love that I think make fantastic Mother's Day gifts for anyone that enjoys the outdoors. You don't have to be a gardener, but they're definitely perfection for gardeners. The first one is her gloves. Now, Harriet is a professional landscaper and horticulturalist, and she found herself really frustrated with gardening gloves, as Harriet am I until I met you, for sure, because they're so thick. You can't you don't have the regular tactile sensation that you get with your bare hands, but we don't want to have bare hands because the dirt and the rose thorns and all of that. We know we can't have bare hands. So I've been using gloves for years that just, I feel really like I can't do good gardening in these gloves, and they're very uncomfortable and they get dirt inside. And even though I have gloves on, I find I have dirt under my nails when I take them off, and they get holes in them and all of that. Well, she created, in my opinion, what is the perfect gardening glove. First of all, they're so pretty. She does so many beautiful colors. This is my favorite, periwinkle. But what she's done so beautifully is she was inspired by the dress gloves from the 1950s. So when she was gardening and frustrated with gardening gloves, she would go to thrift shops and look for those old dress gloves, and she would buy them to use them to garden. Why? Because they are designed to kind of hug, to be sort of like a second skin, if you will. So she could actually feel the plants and the soil and all of those things when she was gardening. And but still, what she found is they're clearly not designed for gardening, so they would get, rip, and the dirt would come through and all of that. So she thought, I'm going to be inspired by this and then create them in materials that would be good for gardening. So that's exactly what she did. So these are a combination of nylon supplex, I think I'm saying that right, which gives that durability. So that's a really strong fabric to have. And then with the lycra, that actually gives you that elasticity, so it does kind of feel like that second skin that we talked about. And then she's got a silicone grip on them, which is so nice. I really appreciate that. I notice that makes a big difference when you're pulling things. It just gives you that extra grip. It's very pliable, but it works. And then the other thing that is so brilliant, in my opinion, is that gives you that extra long cuff, where most gardening gloves stop right here. So it goes a little further. And then it's also made out of material that has sun protection in it, 50 plus. So that's just another bonus. So, again, these are perfect gardening gloves. They should be called the ultimate gardening gloves, but they're also great for any kind of outdoors. Equestrians love to use them. People that go hiking or bird watching, or so anything outdoors, these are great. I was actually thinking of football players. I don't know that they would use these, but I'm thinking that these are like the perfect football glove. You know how they wear those gloves and they like to have the grip on them, and also golfing. So I don't know. You might have to have some different little niches that you cover with these gloves. But I love them. I think they make a phenomenal gift at only $22 on Grommet. You cannot go wrong. And if you are someone that gardens, trust me, get yourself a pair. You will be so glad you did. It just changes the gardening game completely. It really does. They are so versatile. They do the job. They do exactly what she says so perfectly. Super high quality too. Now, the other product that I'm in love with, and you guys may have, if anybody tuned in not too long ago, I featured this and I wore my hat very proudly. So this is her gardening hat, which I think is so cute. It's that kind of perfect hat. And she calls it the C3 because it is cotton, it is crocheted, and it is darn comfortable. And it's so true. It's got that perfect hug to the head. It's not too big. It's not too small. It has plastic, sort of what would you call that? Like a rim, two of them in there, that lets you kind of bend it and gives it some structure. But yet it is the perfect hat for traveling, which I do a lot of, especially we're heading into summer. I took this with me on our last cruise. We went to Cabo. It's so ideal because you can pack it. So you can lay it flat. You can roll it up. So put it in your suitcase, put it in your tote. And then when you get warm, if you're by the pool or at the beach, you can actually get it wet and then put it on your head, and you just have that cooling that comes from it. So this is great for gardening, for anything outdoors, but I have travel on my mind. So I was thinking about that. So if you have a mom who loves to travel or loves to garden, can't go wrong. And the colors, I mean, again, here's my fave, of course. But she has so many beautiful colors to choose from. And I love that she found this hat when she was in Bali, and she fell in love with it for herself. And so she saw that the women, the craftsmen in Bali were creating these, and she thought, well, I can bring these to America and be empowering women to make money and to to thrive with work by bringing these to America. And I know that she has done phenomenally well with them. I think they're sort of a new launch, and they have that same sun protection built into them, which I so appreciate that. I'm big on that. So again, 50 plus sun protection built into the material. So this is a wonderful hat. It just fits perfect. It keeps that perfect shape. It's packable. It's can collapse flat, but then you can also just roll it up. As I said, you can get it wet. It's not a hat that you have to fuss with, which is always kind of nice. Speaking of fussing with, I need to fuss with my hair a bit after that. So anyway, yes, Leon, are you saying that this is such a pretty color? I think that's probably what you're referring to. I'm looking at it on camera. It's even prettier in person. I have to tell you, it really is. It's so gorgeous. It is just my favorite. So I'm going to put it back on. Okay, let's see, I've got the tag on, but I'm going to wear it for a little while. Okay, so thank you, Foxgloves, for being here. Hoops, that was the word I was looking for. So not the wires, I don't even know what I said, but it was 2 hoops, sort of plastic hoops in here that are bendable. Anyway, it's wonderful. You guys will love it. And I want to get so many colors. When I was on our website earlier today, and there were so many of them that I wanted. And I have to tell you a little funny story. I don't think my mom made it on tonight, but Greg and I hosted a show where we featured that hat last time, and we did the giveaway of the hat. And I was shocked when the name came up who the giveaway winner was, and it was my mom. So I didn't even know she was on the show. And I'm like, how did my mom win? Anyway, and we did not rig it. I promise you that. Okay, moving on. Okay, this next product, I'm so happy she's here. Oh gosh, we need to do a giveaway. I almost forgot the giveaway, guys. And to remind you, and in case you jumped on late, if you have not already entered the giveaway, all you have to do is hit the QR code that just came up right there and just enter very quickly right there, because I'm about to do the giveaway. So if you haven't already done that, do that now. And if you want a second chance, you want to double your chance of winning the giveaway that I'm about to announce right now, and then we're going to do another really great one at the end. Just to double your chances, all you have to say inside the chat is one word, and that word is giveaway, or I'm a mom. Kind of like that one today too. So either one. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to do that if you haven't already. And if you say something inside the chat related to that, our producer Jen is going to give you double your chances of winning. Liana, I'm not going to let you enter it this time because you're winning everything this week, and it just is kind of crazy. I'm kidding. You can enter, but it is crazy, and I'm so happy for you. It could not happen to a better person. I got to say that. Okay, so let me think about what I'm giving away. Okay, this one's easy. I think I know. So anybody else that has not entered yet, you want to do it right now, because I'm getting ready to do the first giveaway. And the first giveaway is this guy. And I want to give this away because I do think this is such an important should be such an important part of all of our lives. So I just want to spread the word and share what a wonderful, beautifully done book this is. This is Affirmation Pages by Summer Mind. And the winner is, and I'm not sure if she's in the chat or not, I think she might be, it is Beth Goldman. Congratulations, Beth Goldman. You are going to be taking home or having sent to you the Affirmation Pages Gratitude Journal. And so just get in touch with our producer. Oh, Summer Mind says, yay, thank you. So they will be sending you the gratitude journal. So our producer, Jen, will get in touch with you and get one shipped out to you right away. So Beth, I don't know if you're a mom or not. Are you? If you're inside the chat?
4 boys.
Oh my gosh, she has 4 boys. She is definitely a mom, and she needs a gratitude journal, I'm sure. So congratulations, Beth. Okay. Now, if you did not win, you still have one more chance. So definitely stay tuned, because it's a doozy. Let me tell you that. You definitely want to win the next one. You want to win all of them, but okay, moving on. I am so happy that the maker of this product is here with me today, because where did I put it? I had it. Right. Oh, this one. Okay, got it. Sorry. I thought I was going to a different product. Okay. And this maker is here too, right? Yes, she is. Okay, we are doing one that is right in line with Foxgloves. This is another gardening product. This product I am someone who just does not have a green thumb. Like I said, I love gardening, but I'm just not super good at it. And during the pandemic, I tried to be really good at it. I watched YouTube videos. I went to the nursery and bought everything I needed for an herb garden and a vegetable garden. And I tried. I had a couple little glimmers of hope here and there. Little cherry tomatoes popped up, but they never looked very edible, if I'm being honest. And I don't know if it's my soil. I don't know what it was. But when I discovered through Grommet, Root Warrior, that you're seeing right there, created by the company Plant Warrior, Tanya Miller is the inventor. And Tanya, if you are still on here, kudos to you. You are so brilliant because you are making me look like I know how to garden. You are making me look like I am a professional landscaper, gardener, house plant keeper, because she created this product right here. And I joked that when we went on a cruise to Mexico, my son thought these were sombreros that we could take and put on the table for decoration, but they're not. They are not sombreros. They are very brilliantly engineered products that take all of the guesswork out of gardening. When you think about why plants don't do well, I quickly learned that the two main reasons is we overwater them, which every time I would go to replant something, there was evidence of that because there was sort of that root rot that I saw, and there was just all that water down there. And even though on the top it might be dry, sometimes down below it's overwatered. And then the other reason is if our soil is not aerated, if there's not enough air in there, then we can't get the vitamins and the minerals and the nutrients to the roots so the plants can grow and be healthy. So I think I was doing both of those things completely wrong. When I discovered this and I went to her website, I encourage you to do that if you want to know more about what she's designed. So this is a patented product. Every little detail that she has designed in here is designed for a purpose. And I mean, from these little nubs down here to this reservoir up here to the precise tilt of, this is called the aeration chamber here, the way that it's tilted, the number of vents that you're seeing there, everything about it is designed for a purpose. And the two major things that it does is it ensures that you don't overwater, because even if you accidentally do overwater, what it's designed to do is pull the water down and then pull excess water away from the roots. So it's almost impossible to overwater with Root Warrior. Second thing that it does is, because of this aeration chamber, it puts air into the soil, just that right amount of air, so that the vitamins and nutrients can get to the roots and grow healthy. So what you're going to find when you put these inside of a pot, and it doesn't have to be a pot, it can be in ground, it could be in one of those raised beds, it could be in whether it's indoor or outdoor. So any kind of planting this will work for. And there's 3 different sizes. This is the small guy, this is about 4-inch diameter. This is the medium, and this is about a 6-inch diameter. And then the big boy is right here, and this is about an 8-inch diameter. So for the medium, this is going to be for pots that are about 12 inches or higher. This one's going to be about 16 inches or higher. And so when you get it home, all you have to do is put this in the pot or the ground or wherever you're putting it, and then put soil around it and about maybe 2 inches above it. And then that's it. And then you're going to water it like you normally do, and it's going to take care of the rest. It's sort of magical, if I'm being honest. I think it's such a fun gift to give anyone that loves to garden. I mean, whether you're good at it or not, you know, that peace of mind that you're not going to overwater, that it's always going to be perfectly aerated. It's really quite brilliant. So this is the trio. Now I get confused on this. I'm seeing that it is $52 with the 20% off. What does that $52 include? Is that the 3? I apologize to Tanya. I should have looked that up before, so I'm really sorry that I didn't. But if you could let us know on that. I think it's multiple that come with it. And the other thing is, you're going to save a ton of money because you're not throwing plants away. You're not having to repot things. But these also are reusable. So this one is going to last you about 5 years. And so every time you want to repot, maybe you're wanting to put a plant into the ground or whatever, you can just rinse this off. If you want to really clean it, you'll do a little bit of the white vinegar and water and clean it and use it again. So they're really just an economical way of saving your plants, making them grow quicker, more healthy, more vibrant, and longer lasting in the end. Okay, it's a set of 12. Okay, so you're all sizes, 2 large, 4 medium, and 6 small. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. That's a great deal, actually. So you're getting a set of 12 of these for the price that you guys are seeing there. Such a smart invention, Tanya. So well done. I love it. I think it's a phenomenal gift. I think you get the gardening gloves, you do this, maybe you throw the gardening hat in there. And if she happens to have arthritis, then you got to put a pair of these in too, right? Anyway, so phenomenal product, you guys. And if so, give her an upvote if you can, or let her know inside the chat if it's something that you think you can use. I'm curious if anybody has as brown of thumb as I do, or actually not anymore. I don't, but I did. Thanks to Tanya, I don't anymore. Okay, we are going to move on. I know we're coming up to the end of the hour, so we're going to go long because this is fun, and I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. And I don't want to skip any of these products. Jen, I am missing my. Oh, here it is. It was underneath my hat. Okay, our next product. Alexis, I'm going to need you for this one, and I know you're in the chat, so I need you to help me out. Alexis is the creator of a product called, the brand is My Two Ladies, which I think is so cute. There it is right there. And this is a knitting product. So this is why I need help, because I've never knitted a day in my life. So I apologize for that. But I do have to say, I was so intrigued by this. And I know there are so many people out there who do knit. I was just at HSN last week, and their customer base, there's so many people that knit. And so I think it's phenomenal. I wish I did know how to do it. But I do know that for many, many people, knitting can be very painful, which I would never have thought about. But as I read about it, and as Alexis, as I heard your story, Alexis was getting ready to retire, and one of her favorite things to do was knit. And so she thought she'd had this dream of always knitting a really large, I think it was a king size blanket that she wanted to knit. And so she finally had time to do that. And when she sat down to do it, she was finding that she was in so much pain doing it, because the shoulders and the hands and the joints and everything evidently can really take a toll on you. And so she kind of had this aha moment as she's sitting there knitting, thinking there's got to be a better way. And she created this kit that I'm going to show you right here. Now, like I said, I don't know a ton about knitting, but what I do know, you don't have to know anything about knitting to know what an incredibly beautifully done high-end heirloom quality product she has created. So it comes in this gorgeous felt bag that I know you can't tell through the camera how beautifully done it is. It's just exquisite. It really, really is. And then inside, the knitting needles, these are made of rosewood, and they are hand polished. They're so pretty. And then look at the gold accent on there. And it's that hand polishing that evidently makes them so easy for the yarn to go on there. But the brilliance, from what I understand, is in this patented device that she has created. So she took her regular knitting needles, and then she put this cord on there that is a pliable cord. And then at the end, she has this stopper that you're seeing right there. But the real brilliance is this piece right here that is a spring mechanism that allows you to slide it wherever you want it. And what if I'm Alexis, please, please, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's this cord and the ability to move this that allows you to put, I think you said hundreds of stitches onto this one cord, where before you were having to lift it. I mean, I could imagine how when you're doing something larger, when you're knitting something larger, how that can cause a lot of pain, and you can't do it for extended periods of time. But once you created this, it kind of took all that away and solved that problem. So I hope I'm right about that. And again, correct me if I'm not. But I'm curious, you guys inside the chat, will you let me know if you're a knitter or if you know someone who is? And if you are, and if you do know someone, what an amazing gift to give, because to me, this is just a collector's item set. It's that beautiful. It's so pretty. And I love that they are created, the craftsmen that do these are in India. And so basically, this is, I did have a goal of knowing how to knit by the time I did this show, but I have had a very hectic week, so I didn't get to start doing that yet. But I love that Alexis on her website does have a tutorial video. So I encourage you guys, if you can, to go check out the tutorial videos because I think you'll find it really helpful. And you'll get to see how, I think probably even better than here, how beautiful this is. And so this set right here, it's got several different pockets inside and then several sets of the different of the knitting needles, as you can see right there. And then there's some cards inside here that just kind of explain it in more detail. And Alexis, you've done such a fun, beautiful job with these cards, with your branding, everything just top notch. And I know that it is a very popular product among, I think I heard you call them yarners, knitters or yarners. So I know it's super popular and I get it, even though I haven't personally done it yet. I understand what you've created is really, really special. And if you have someone in your life who is a knitter or a yarner, I think it would make a wonderful Mother's Day gift. So I was very excited to show you that. So we have Vanessa saying she just purchased the crochet needle too. Oh, I didn't know there was crochet also. Okay, thank you for saying that, Vanessa. What a beautiful set. Love the gold touch. I do too. I really do. I want to make sure you guys are seeing that. I mean, I don't know how to describe. I hope you can see how pretty they are because they really are heirloom quality. Just like a luxurious knitting set, if there is such a thing. This is amazing. I used to knit in my teenage years. Very simple things though. Oh, knitting very simple things. Well, that's a lot more than I've done. I'll tell you that. Okay, great job. Oh, you said great job. Alexis told me. Yay. So it squishes all your stitches up toward the needle so they don't slip down to the bottom. Ah, got it. Okay. So that's what so when this spring mechanism moves, it's pushing the stitches up for you and holding them there. So they're not slipping down and then you have to keep pulling them back up. Am I right? I think I'm right on that. So Alexis, thank you so much for being here and congratulations to you on creating a truly, truly beautiful product. Someone else is saying best needles ever, so lightweight. They're very lightweight. Thank you for that. And easy on my hands. And what a story, so inspirational and ballsy, starting a whole new chapter of life. Here she was getting ready to retire and now she's off to a whole new big business. And I'm wishing you just all the success in the world. You've done a beautiful, beautiful job. So thank you for that. Okay, I'm so glad so many of you are still here because we have a special treat right now. Wait, oh no, we still have more products. Oh my gosh. I couldn't, usually I pick about 7, but there were so many that I wanted. I said, we can do more of this one. And people need Mother's Day gifts. So I had a vision that we needed to do more. So the next one, you guys I forgot to explain why I'm wearing PJs. You guys might be wondering why I'm wearing PJs. And I explained that this is kind of how I go about my day. So now we're at the end of the day and I get to put my favorite PJs on the planet. And you've heard me say it before if you've been here before. This is by a company called Lucime. And the founder of the company is Laura Smith. I don't know if she's in here or not. She created these pajamas that I'm wearing as a love letter to her sister who is battling cancer. And she was going through chemotherapy treatments and she would sweat profusely at night. And she thought, I want to find her a pair of PJs that will help alleviate some of that at nighttime. And so she searched and could not find anything that would help. And so she stopped what she was doing. She was working in the fashion industry with Gucci and Ralph Lauren and all the big fancy designers. She knew a lot about textile from that. And she decided she had a mission to create a pair of PJs that could keep her sister cool at night and stop the sweating. And what she found in that journey was how many women deal with this, whether you have cancer, God forbid, and are going through chemotherapy, or you're like me and you're just getting a little bit older and these things happen as we age. I do sweat at night. And when she sent me a pair of these and I wore them the first time and I just could scream about it from the rooftops. They have changed the game for me. I cannot wait to put them on at night. This is a new pair that I just got. I'm wearing the denim. It's called the denim. It's so pretty. It's that light blue, but the material is so soft and so breathable. It reminds me I think I saw her say it's as if cashmere and velvet had a baby. And I thought that was so perfectly put, but very light, that because that makes it sound heavy and hot. It's the opposite of that, but it's that smooth and soft. So I look forward to putting it on because of that, but also it is so perfectly fitted and it flatters it just in all the right places, and the buttons are everything about it is perfection. I'm wearing the sleep set, which is the PJ pants and the top. This is the Donna set. This is their big bestseller. It's been their bestseller for years, but as we're getting into the warmer days, the Grommet now has the Eva sleep shirt that you're seeing there inside, or right with the QR code there. So it's got that same amazing material, and this is her proprietary material. It's called Zero Tech. And so the material has been engineered to actually pull moisture away from you very rapidly, so that if you are sweating, you're not sitting in the sweat. It pulls it away. So it's so brilliant. So it's really the best, most comfortable pair of PJs I've ever worn. But at this time in my life, having that Zero Tech engineered material to do that is just icing on the cake, and so brilliant. And she also has sheets that are, don't even get me started on that. I could talk about those for 2 hours straight. So you guys, if you have anyone that would appreciate a pair of PJs, you will be the gift hero of all gift heroes. And they might not understand it right when they open it. I mean, it's beautiful, so they will from that standpoint, but once they wear them, that's when they're going to be calling you and thanking you, and they're going to think about you every night when they tuck into bed and are, lucky enough to have this pair of PJs on or the sleep shirt on. They are, Sarah's saying, they sound super comfy. So comfy, so comfortable and light and breathable and all of those things. She is brilliant. Love them. Okay, we are going to move on to, this is now, okay, now we got to bring in our special guests. So I'm very, very excited about this. And I think you guys, we actually have two special guests. We have a husband-wife team joining us. There they are. Thank you guys so much for being patient and for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to be here.
Oh, everybody, guys in the chat, welcome. These are the creators of my new favorite pillow on the planet, and that is the Honeydew. Honeydew's the brand, right? And the pillow itself is called the Scrumptious Side Sleeper. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
I think that is just a brilliant name. I love that so much because it's all those things, that's for sure. So I'm going to try to do my best to, Jen, can you hand me the pillow so I can show it up close and personal? Oh my gosh, do I love this pillow. I can't even tell you.
Oh, thank you.
I love it so much. So first of all, it is specifically designed for side sleepers, guys. Let us know in the chat if you're a side sleeper. I did a little research on this. What percent of our country do you think, or I think, I'll just say our country, are side sleepers? Any ideas? I actually know the answer to this now. I didn't an hour ago, but I do now. So yes, put it inside the chat. And then I'll tell you in just a second. But if you are a side sleeper, you know that it is so difficult to get comfortable. And you know that shoulder pain that happens and the neck pain when you wake up. And how about the wrinkles and that's always fun too. But this pillow is designed, it's going to be hard because of that. I'm going to take you guys off for 1 second here.
No problem.
So we can show it. Oh, I didn't take you off. What did I do? Oh, yes, I did. There we go. Okay, so see how there is that sort of crescent shape right there? So that's designed so your head is here and your shoulder is going right there. And you can't believe I'm bringing them back. You can't believe that's such a simple, we've always done pillows the same way for so long. And why nobody thought of that is beyond me, because it makes such a difference. This is one thing I cannot wait till the end of the day to go to sleep on this. So it's got that brilliant cutout right there. But then on top of that, can you guys tell us what the material is that makes it so stinking comfortable?
Our fill is a combination of 3 different materials, actually. So 2 of them are different types of copper infused foam. And then we also have a fiber in there that's super soft and silky. And then the combo of the 3 together gives it that like soft, scrumptious feel, but it's still substantial and supportive. And it doesn't flatten out over time. That was the main goal, right? Because typically support pillows are hard, then they hurt
Yep.
your ear, cause pressure, and that's no good. But if
Mhm.
it's too soft, then you're not supported, and that causes issues as well.
I also want to mention that it is a side sleeper pillow, but it actually is excellent for every sleeping position.
Yeah.
So it's kind of very magical for side sleepers, but also if you're a back sleeper, you still have that curve that comes around and tucks into your shoulders and kind of cradles you and
Yes.
keeps the pillow in the right position so that you're getting supported all night long. So it's excellent for any kind of position sleeper. And I know because I'm all over the place, so I've tried it in all the different ways possible.
Yes. And I have to say, I'm a little like that too. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad you just said that, because when it first showed up, I didn't read that I saw the honeydew, but I didn't even know it was a side sleeping pillow. So I thought it was actually designed for that, because it does kind of perfectly hug your shoulders
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So it
Well,
is
that's
great for those.
originally what we were thinking when we designed it, right? So when we developed it, we were really trying to make a better pillow just kind of for ourselves. And we're both primarily side sleepers. So that curve was intended to be a shoulder cutout so that it fits in your
Mhm.
shoulder, but you can still kind of snuggle it and you get that sensation. Typically, if it's a rectangular pillow, side sleepers go like this at night when they're snuggling it, and pulling it down there pushes all of the fill against your shoulder and causes pressure there. So the cutout like basically gives you that experience without applying pressure and keeping your alignment where it should be. But then we found out that the curve works really, really well for back sleepers and stomach sleepers as well. Because back sleepers, it keeps you kind of locked in place, keeps your
Yep.
shoulders where they're supposed to be.
And for stomach sleepers, it's really great because you can kind of pull it towards yourself where you have the wing under your head and you're hugging it. And it's really, really comfortable and allows you to have more support and make sure that your neck is not out of alignment, because stomach sleeping is something that notoriously throws your neck out of alignment.
Yeah,
So,
it helps with that. Yeah.
There's a couple other features that I want to mention that I really appreciate. And one is the concealed zipper. It's so concealed that I
Yes.
probably won't even find it. And the fact that it really does become a customizable pillow in that sense.
Definitely.
So tell us a little bit about that, because I think that's so smart. And I actually did customize mine.
yeah, well, we
Thank
knew
you.
it
Yeah.
was important because even just between the two of us, and we're not, a big size difference between us, but in your shoulders, in your neck, like depending on the length of your neck, depending on how broad your shoulders are, it's all going to affect the way that you interact with your pillow. And so we wanted to make it so it would be really wonderful universally, but for those people who really feel those little differences, they can then add or remove fill to have a higher loft pillow or a lower loft pillow, depending on where it sits on their body. I have removed fill from mine, so mine sits a little bit lower. Also, if you're sleeping on an adjustable base where your bed lifts up, you need a little bit of a lower profile. So it's really wonderful to have that versatility. And as your body changes over time, you can just adjust the fill instead of having to replace your pillow.
Yeah, I think that that's one of the things that's like so strange that in the country kind of we've accepted, right, that like pillows come in one size, or there's queen or king, but like the fill is one profile and that's supposed to work for all people. But realistically, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because the best support for a side sleeper is something that's going to keep your alignment right, and everyone's shoulders are going to be different widths. So you need something that's going to be the right profile, also based on your mattress, like how much you sink into your mattress changes that. So we wanted something that you could really get this kind of like bespoke custom support that's perfect for your body. And when you do that, that's really when it's like a revelation, right? It's a lot of people have never had that before. So it's really makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Well, and I slept on it probably 3 or 4 nights before I realized that was an option. And so then I thought, I love it just as it is. I wasn't going to do it. And I thought, maybe it is a little high for me. So it just got me thinking about it. And then I pulled it out and really adjusted it to perfection. And I sleep so well. I feel completely aligned when I wake up. And I used to like kind of creak getting out of bed. I feel so good. And to me, it is,
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, thank you.
That's wonderful to hear. That's really, we come from a background of working in sleep in sleep stores, in brick and mortar sleep stores that Jonathan's father founded when he was really young. So he grew up in that. And then I joined them when I came along. And basically that was always focused on alignment, and we could see what a difference that made as far as your mattress was concerned. And then we didn't feel like that sort of care was being put into pillows. And we had a lot of customers saying, I don't want to look at another pillow. I have a closet full of pillows. None of them are good. And we wanted to change that. We wanted to give people something that would feel just as amazing as the right mattress would feel, and that would be exciting for them and be something that would help them sleep and help them wake up refreshed so they could have more vibrancy in their days.
Yeah.
That is 100% exactly why I wanted to have you guys on the show for Mother's Day, because I can't think of a better gift than giving someone this luxurious, comfortable night's sleep that they actually look forward to getting into bed every night. And that is just exactly what this is. It really is.
And moms are way up there in the category of people who need sleep.
Oh boy.
Good sleep.
Good night's sleep.
We don't have children of our own, but we have nieces and nephews, and they're wonderful and adorable and so fun. And our his brother and my sister don't sleep at all.
Right.
Zero sleep. So when they get those moments, they have to make the best of them.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And I was actually born on Mother's Day. So when you asked us to be on, I was just like, it was, it meant a lot. I was like,
serendipitous.
Perfect. And you are a real cute mama that always says,
good one.
She always says, that's my best gift I ever got on Mother's Day.
We have a couple, some people have your pillow already and love it. And then Leanna's asking, does it fit in a standard pillowcase or do you need a special one? Let me say, this one is a queen, right?
Yeah.
I think I have the queen.
Both things are options, right? It will work in a standard pillowcase. We do make pillowcases that are customized for that shape with the curvature. We have them in a couple different fabrics, but yes, a normal pillowcase will work as well.
We recommend the tailored pillowcase only because since it matches the shape perfectly, it allows you to get really the best out of your pillow because there's no bunching of fabric or pulling, and it doesn't come off the side. Our pillowcases zip on, so they stay on there perfectly and really give you the most benefit. But if you are in love with the color of your linens, you can always pop one of your pillowcases on there, and that will work as well.
And that's what I do. I didn't even know you had the tailored pillowcase. I'm going to get one for sure because a regular pillowcase does work. That's what I'm using. But I was thinking it would be nice to have it, really kind of built for it. So I definitely will do that.
Like mulberry silk to organic, pure mulberry silk. That's just divine. It's so nice. We have a couple different colors of that. And then our bamboo fabric's really nice. We have 5 colors there. So there's definitely options and they do make a difference. So yeah,
absolutely.
Another thing I hope I'm remembering this correctly. I think you guys offer a really good guarantee. Am I right about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a 3-year warranty against anything that could go wrong with it structurally. And then we also have a 60-night trial period because we know once you've spent a little bit of time with it, it really is special. Like we have a utility patent pending on our fill, and there's design patents in place that are pending as well. So there's a lot of technology that's gone into it. It's really, it's not just a pillow with a curved shape. And I think that until you're able to kind of get it in your hands and experience it and try it, you may not really know that at first glance, but there's a lot of tiny little details that really impact the way that the pillow performs that makes a huge difference when you're using it. So,
and I will mention, we also offer free fill for life.
We do,
so let's say that you feel like your pillow is not supporting you as well anymore. You need it to be a little bit higher profile, or for some reason you want to refresh some of your fill, you can reach out to us and we ship it to you for free for the life of your pillow. So you always have that option as well. And that I think just prolongs the life of the pillow and your enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
And so I love a company that stands behind their product, but especially with a pillow, because you said people have closets full of pillows. I'm one of those. I've tried so many of them. They just go into the closet. You guys, you can't miss. You get to take this home for 60 days and try it. If you don't like it, you send it back. But I promise you, you're not sending this back. So really, if you're even remotely thinking about it, first of all, definitely zap that QR code so that you get that 20% off, because that obviously is a significant amount when it comes to this pillow. But then you're getting that guarantee where you can take it home. You can sleep with it for 2 months. And if you don't love it as much as I love it, then you can send it back. But I'm pretty sure you won't do that.
No, they
Anyway,
will bring them back. I mean, we make all of them ourselves in our own like factory in Southern California, and so we're very specific. The quality of them is something that's super important. And I know when our customers get them, we have so many people that reach out to us that are like, "This pillow changed my life," and it's really really amazing. It makes us feel just so wonderful. And I know, the more people that we're able to kind of get it out there to, the more people we know that we're making a difference, right? And that means a lot.
Yeah, and we always say, we're so invested in people having our pillow, but what we're most invested in is people being comfortable and getting the alignment they need and having the sleep that they deserve. And so that's why we have all of our trials and everything in place, because ultimately our biggest goal, our most important priority is for you to be sleeping well. And so we want to help you do that, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you are going to help one very lucky giveaway winner do that very soon here. So they have been gracious enough to do the giveaway with their pillow. And oh my gosh, this is one everybody in here should definitely want to win. So if you have not already entered, you want to do that right now. If you have not already gotten that second chance, put that in the chat so you get that second chance, because this is a very major giveaway and it's so wonderful. And
Moms
it's going
out there, you need this.
Yes,
Mom,
you deserve it.
exactly.
You deserve it.
Okay, so I think we're ready to do it. And I think I've got the giveaway winner just sent to me. Drum roll. Again, I don't know if this person, I kind of am thinking this person is in the chat. Okay, so the winner is Monica Lindholm. Congratulations.
Yay, Monica. Congratulations.
That is an amazing giveaway. I cannot wait. Monica, are you a mom? Do you deserve this? You are going to love it. I'm so happy for you, Monica. Congratulations. Oh, yay. She is inside the chat and she says,
fantastic. Yeah. We're so excited for you, Monica. Thank you. You're going to love it.
Yes. Well, thank you guys, Jonathan and Avita, so much for being here. You guys are neighbors of mine almost. We're kind of down the road from each other. Not quite down the road.
Yeah. We're Ventura County. Not far. Yeah.
Yeah. You should come by and visit our factory sometime.
Make your own pillow.
It's so cool. Oh, that was really fun. Well, you guys, everybody, I know we went long tonight. We showed you a lot of different gifts, a lot of different products. I hope you picked some of them up. And if you haven't already, I think we still have 10 days left before Mother's Day. So hope you got some QR codes so that you can pick them up. But this was a really fun show. It was so fun inside the chat. You guys, thank you for being so active and chiming in and, cheering each other on. That's what this is all about. And hopefully you got some good gifting ideas along the way too. Congratulations to our 2 giveaway winners, and just thank you again. And if I don't get to see you before Mother's Day, I want to wish you all the moms out there a very happy Mother's Day and have a wonderful evening, and we will see you very soon. Bye-bye.